This is what a typical day of a successful woman looks like. Now, for me, my success is driven by or defined by me. And for me, I'm happy with where I am in my career because I feel I have a degree of autonomy and freedom to make the choices that I want to make and live the lifestyles that I want to live. But in terms of actually making all of that happen, there's a lot that goes down. And I can only talk for myself, but I do think that the commonality in people who have reached a level of happiness or success in their career comes from having that degree of autonomy and freedom. For me, my day starts at around 6:30, probably because my 18-month-old daughter has just woken up and she is coming into our bedroom and jumping all over the bed. But I get to spend some good quality time with her in the morning before my day starts. I have Italian lessons twice a week from 7 for 1 hour. So on the days that I'm not doing Italian or yoga early in the morning, I'm getting to spend extended quality time with my daughter in the morning. And I work 2 to 3 times in the office. So I go into my office and the days that I'm not in the office, I actually get to spend working from my home office here. But I'm working and I get to at least be at home and I get to spend some time with my daughter. So I'm constantly dipping in and out of motherhood role, looking after the house role, and also my work roles and my business roles. So my typical day consists of probably starting my very first meeting now at around, I'd say probably 8:30, 9 a.m. And that's different because I'm now in Singapore, where a lot of the clients and the clientele I have in Europe are only awake around 4 p.m. of my day in Singapore. So I get to start my day, my meetings a little bit later for me, so from 9 a.m. So it means that when I wake up, I get to be mummy and I get to spend time with my daughter, time with my husband, eat together. We have breakfast together as a family, we'll talk, and then maybe do anything else that I need to do personally, whether it's yoga or Italian lesson, and then I'll start my day. My day is filled with meetings. If I'm working from home, I will try maybe to take some of those meetings maybe as I'm walking outside, just to get some fresh air and just to, as I said in one of my other videos, keep a good balance. I always have a block in my diary. My assistant is really good with putting a block in my diary for lunch. So the only time that I don't have a block in my diary for lunch is if I have an organized client lunch. But I tend to have a 2-hour window. I won't tell you which times, but I have a 2-hour window where I have a block for lunch, but it's also a block for thinking time. It's a chance for me to just step back and think. So I'm not trying to, in that time, respond to emails. I'm not trying to book any meetings. I'm definitely not trying to be in a meeting. It's just a chance to reflect on how I can be adding more value to my clients, how I can be enhancing my own brand, how I can be producing more content on something. And for those of you who know me, I am juggling also being a partner in a large corporation and also running my own business. So there's a lot of things on. Then the rest of my afternoon is probably also back to back with meetings. I then have I don't know if it's a benefit, but I have different time zones that then start to become awake. So Europe come awake, and then I'll probably have even more meetings in the evening of my time. But I really try and put a block in my calendar from 6 p.m. Singapore time, so that from 6 till 7, I can do certain things that I need to do for myself or for Fully Bossed. And then I can just start to unwind for my evening, for my day. And for the days where I'm working from home, I will also try and spend some time with my daughter. So whether she's having her dinner and I'm sat with her, you know, while she's having dinner, and I'm sat there as well, maybe doing some work. So I try to balance all of those things. And then, you know, a couple of maybe times a week, when I can go and actually pick up my daughter from school, from preschool. I love to do that. I love to surprise her. She doesn't always expect mummy to come in and pick her up from preschool, so that's always nice for me. And then the evenings are very much spent either just winding down, having our dinner, going out for dinner, or what have you. But that tends to be my typical day. I also always factor in downtime. So not just winding down and looking forward to my evening shower or whatever the thing is, or having my meal, but also just relaxing my mind. And the best way that I do that is if I'm not having a massage, I will just watch something that's really easy to watch on TV. And it gives, there's entertainment, I'm laughing, I'm in a jovial, playful mood. So that tends to be a typical day in my life. But I guess what, I've not gone into a details. So I meet with really interesting people. I meet with CEOs of really large corporations, largely financial services institutions, but I meet with a lot of interesting people. I also meet with a lot of people who you know, are, let's say, collaborators. So I meet with media. I'm thinking about my next publication. I'm thinking about my next piece of content that I'm going to put out there to enhance my brand, or the brand of my corporation, or the brand of my company. But I'm also thinking about all the things that I need to do as a mother. I'm thinking about, you know, I'm getting the alert on my phone from my daughter's preschool whilst I'm in a meeting, and they've told me that she's just, you know, been changed, had her diaper changed. Okay, amazing. I have a smile on my face. Or they're telling me that I need to bring in more diapers to her school. So I'm constantly juggling and balancing those different roles real time throughout my day. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, that's a typical day in my life.